Holii, en el vídeo de hoy vamos a hacer la legendaria que más pendiente tengo y es la segunda legendaria de Zhongli. Prontito tendréis también la de Shogun, ya que sin hacer la de Shogun pues no me deja hacer la segunda intermedia y unas cuantas cosas más. Y también no paráis de decirme a la legendaria de Shogun, las legendarias de Shogun, venga. Entonces bueno, creo que ya toca. Sobre todo porque ya lo he dicho varias veces, pero aquí seguimos. Quiero quitarme todo lo pendiente antes de comenzar Sumeru, que ya lo hemos comenzado. Tenéis el capítulo 1 de Sumeru, el capítulo 35 de toda la aventura de Genshin en el canal. Pero bueno, no quiero atrasarlo más, así que aunque ya hayamos empezado, vamos a hacer las legendarias y ya luego seguimos con Sumeru. Exceptuando las legendarias de los arcontes, seguramente algunas de las que tengo pendientes las haremos en directo en estos días, así que no te olvides de seguirme en Twitch, que tenéis el link en la descripción. Y ahora sí que sí, vamos con la legendaria de Zhongli. La segunda, que la primera ya la tenéis en el canal. También, para los que no paran de preguntar, ya lo último, sí, voy a tirar por Kazuha. Lo que tengo dudas, ya que han cambiado el banner de armas, es si vale la pena el arma de Kazuha o no. Simplemente os lo dejo en el aire. Pero por Kazuha voy 100% por él. Ya tengo 100 deseos para Kazuha, así que bueno, ahorraremos un poquito más. Todavía les quedan unos 10 días. Sí, unos 10 días, así que creo que podré ahorrar suficiente para él. Vale, pues vamos que no. Ok, let's go, ¿no? Tenemos que ir al gremio de aventuras, perfecto.
Hi, Catherine, it's us! Any new commissions? As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower. What is it we have to do exactly? I believe you'll be looking for workers. Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that! I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk.
Vaya. Vale, pues let's go, ¿no? A ver, vamos andandito. Uy, un poquito más.
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the...
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon.
Woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone...
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened.
Lo que sí me habéis dicho es que haciendo la legendaria de Zhongli, tanto Zhongli como Shogun, se desbloquea un boss. La segunda. Así que, perfecto. Ahora lo que tengo duda, lo sabremos después, claro, es si este boss es para el mismísimo Zhongli.
Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you it's valid. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not...
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here, we'll go fetch him.
A lo mejor es el mismo que él pensaba. O sea, a la Paimon topicadísima de que tenemos a alguien que va a ser mucho mejor y es la misma persona que él estaba contratando. Entonces, pero sabía que estabas aquí, amigo. Sabía que estabas aquí, mi niño.
In our last tale,
Amado mío.
Zhongli, there you are.
Oh. Here for a few tales.
Tan bello como siempre.
Connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and
Someone who understands...
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally.
Soy Paimon en la vida y me lo tomo todo muy personal.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to...
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be... We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms.
Es que es tan inteligente.
Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an
Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle...
Venga, vámonos. Ay, ahora tenemos que ir andando.
Squall and fury.
¿Había alguien por ahí cantando? ¿O me ha parecido que estaba cantando?
Uncle Dai, we're back!
We're back.
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here. It's no use me singing his praises.
Is this the place?
Un random.
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kunjun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this... Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great...
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses...
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which...
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is incident...
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited.
Huh? How could you forget something like this?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can... Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
Aire. Ver.
A glossy exterior.
Porque en Genshin siempre cuando dan algo, a ver, no sé, es solo para este momento, para el techo. Porque dan aire. O sea, por ejemplo, cuando va a dar algo, porque hacen así, como si tuvieran algo en la mano. No sé. O sea, el detalle siempre de que la lumen, a no ser que sea la cinemática más top, ¿vale? Pero cuando es así tal charlando y algunas cinemáticas tienen el detalle de que el elemento que le tienes puesto, da igual cuál sea, pues se ve que lo lleva puesto, ¿vale? Ahora, por ejemplo, en la cinemática pues es el de la nación en la que estás, pero si hacen ese detalle de que la lumin tenga siempre el elemento que tú le tengas puesto en el texto y demás, porque cuando dan algo es aire, no entiendo, o sea, muchos detalles por muchas cosas y no sé, esas cosas del contexto, no, a lo mejor estoy quejándome de una tontería, pero no sé.
Ah, a keen eye.
sea, si la Lumin tuviera todo el rato en el techo, en el lore, la que de la nación, el la que por la que va, no sé aquí cómo lo harían, pero bueno, en la nación en la que está, lo entendería, ¿no? Pero no sé lo de dar las cosas.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you?
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular...
Hombre, por eso eres el arcontejeo, ¿no? Tienes que saber de esas cosas.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately.
Realmente no se está refiriendo. Bueno,
I hope you
sí.
didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Es que esa referencia se hace, o sea, ese dicho se dice en la vida real. Más sabe el diablo por viejo que por diablo.
Of course not.
Juraría que era así.
I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all.
La
Everyone,
cima.
follow me to the chasm.
Tengo que hacer la misión de mundo de la cima, tío. Es real que la tengo que hacer. Ok, vamos para allá. Perdón. Vale, ya estamos aquí. Bueno, casi, pero bueno, ya estamos aquí.
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind, I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that...
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't...
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusion.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues,
Lo que no
let me know
entiendo...
straight away.
Ah, bueno. No sé, a ver, ¿para qué quería a expertos en piedras para buscar a personas dentro de una mina?
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues. Over here! A pile of shirts, some trousers.
Huh. A few everyday items.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That seems right. 10 These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are...
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh,
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining.
so they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their...
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
A mí eso me gusta. A mí esto me gusta, me encantan los pasos, el misterio, investigar. Me encanta. Yo me crié viendo cáceres.
Too slow.
Cositas.
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
¿Por qué siempre sospecho de los NPCs que aparecen? O sea, yo ya estoy sospechando de este tío. Es que Genshin me ha obligado a sospechar de todos los NPC que aparecen en una misión.
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
What? What? He visto a alguien con 2 orejitas, en plan. O con algo en la cabeza, con el pelo azul. Parecía como la Gani 1.
Looks like he's concentrating.
I
Pero
see.
parecía, no sé.
4.
A lo mejor lo he visto mal.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not...
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about... I can perceive the memories of ore.
Hostia. Qué locura.
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom!
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I
No,
have to do
por eso
is
han llamado
touch
a
one
este.
and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Entiendo. Realmente no es que quisiera un experto en roca. Que quería el otro a este Menda porque puede ver lo que ocurrió, ¿no?
Amazing! So you can find out every...
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability in...
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Quit
Como
following
pista, pero
me.
no he dicho que se iba por ahí.
Too slow.
¿Y tú? ¿Quién eres?
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you... I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few... I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
Rarito todo, rarito todo. Espero que tenga un buen plot twist.
You're back. How are the
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This...
forced to? But who would...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a... Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert...
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child...
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Va a ser el niño de las palomas. El Timmy.
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch him.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have
Ya
come...
pueden estar en Nadla.
New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing...
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still invested.
Venga, vamos a ver al sospechoso.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? Where?
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as
Ya
Dragonfall.
estoy buscando algo por cuenta propia.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, in fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's something I've forgotten to finish.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
Dios. O sea, es que no paro de escuchar la teoría. Estuvimos hablando el otro día de teorías en directo y tal. Y es que la teoría era que a la Paimon se le había olvidado que es la villana. Es decir, Paimon no es que nos esté traicionando, sino que ha olvidado su misión de villana. Ha olvidado su vida pasada. Y desde que la pescamos hasta ahora, pues sigue siendo Paimon, sigue siendo la villana, pero no recuerda su pasado y no recuerda que es la villana. Y ahora va y dice... Paimon conoce ese sentimiento cuando sabes que olvidaste algo, pero no puedes recordar exactamente qué es. Cada vez más pistas. Y luego en Kanomilla, estuvimos en Kanomilla antes de Sumeru, antes de comenzar Sumeru. Y también dijo el villano de Kanomilla. Tú no me fiaba, con mis palabras, ¿vale? No me fiaba mucho, ya que hasta tu querida amiguita Paimon, con otras palabras, ¿vale? Podría llegar a traicionarte algún día. Es que es una tras otra últimamente. Estoy flipando, tío, estoy flipando.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering.
Van dejando
That day
pullitas.
at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. It sounded so familiar to me. as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to... Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they
Great! Let's have a look.
Okay, let's go.
The wind rises. Quit following me. Too slow.
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the miners!
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within...
Ok. Vamos. No. Huellas.
Hey! Footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass
6
and
días
kept
iba
moving.
a seguir así las huellas, rarete, ¿no?
If we follow their footprints, we should be able...
Vale, vamos a coger el echogeo, que me quedan 30, un montón me queda. Pero bueno, que ya soy a nivel 9. La estatua. Bueno, aquí quieren pelea, parece. Hostia, hostia, hostia. ¿Qué te pasa, colega?
Shower me with trick!
Know your place.
Así, así, bien, bien.
Oh no! The footprints end here!
Vale, pide información a las
We
personas
should
cercanas.
inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
¿A ese? Sí.
Hi there! Have you seen anyone dressed like...
A miner?
Let's try some...
Vale, siguiente.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Qué pesadilla. Qué pesadilla.
Behold!
Qué susto me da.
Not now!
Uy. Joder, qué pesado, tío. Qué pesado, tío. Qué pesado, tío.
Strike a pose!
Squall and fury.
Qué pesadilla de colega.
The night is cold.
Many happy returns. Sorry, pal.
Behold!
Ahora que me he acordado voy a cambiar y voy a poner a la Jin. Que es que a veces me salen cosas de Piro y pues pongo al Gami. Güey, se llama güey.
We may leave at any time.
Hello! Have you seen it?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Pero no me da los personajes
A
así.
little whatever. Let's...
Ok.
Wind rises.
Esta, ¿no? Vamos a preguntar esta.
Hey there! Seen any...
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here.
Yeah! That's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving...
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance.
This
I caught a glimpse. Blue
Ve,
hair,
cabello azul lo
short.
que estoy.
I think
Un niño.
it was a girl. She wasn't.
And they took this road?
Miedo, ¿no?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
Vamos.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Si no vemos a nadie.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
¿En serio? ¿Una de las personas que estamos buscando? No, es una erudita, no estamos buscando.
The show begins.
Ay, me he equivocado. Ah, que ha aparecido alguien de los que estamos buscando, pero hemos dicho de salvar a alguien primero. ¿Así?
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our...
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
Se creía que era alguien que estaba... Ah, vale, se creía que era un minero. Una minera. Pero no. Es que como hemos visto erudita, pues...
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining...
I think I saw...
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not...
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that were looking?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to... but...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Aha! Paimon nearly...
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Venga, venga, venga. Salseo, salseo. ¿Niña? ¿Pero por qué le enseñaba a la niña?
It's the same group, all right.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone...
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli...
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost...
You think so? I guess it feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
A ver, crimen.
Be that
Mientras
as
que
it
no
may,
hayan...
we would do well to keep our guards
A
high.
ver, si lo han secuestrado sí es un crimen, pero...
4 fully grown men in a
Es más
trance-like
interesante
state,
cuando ocurren cosas.
walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits...
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings. But the level of aggression, we have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen,
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass...
Clever thinking.
Muy listo
Classic
esta hombre.
Zhongli move.
Seguimos, seguimos. A ver. Oh, perfecto, mira, mira. Tengo ahí un toque.
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing...
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next...
Vaya, vaya.
How is he?
Se está acercando mucho, ¿eh?
He won't die.
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully,
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something.
it's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments?
Venga, tu magia. ¿Eh?
I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's...
How he came to be here is what we need.
So he was kidnapped. And then, but if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too...
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have...
What is it? Ooh, is it a
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each...
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal.
Seguro que no es para espiarnos.
And this one is for Mr. Zhongli.
Seguro que no es para espiarnos.
Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your left.
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated, but thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that... Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Todo lo que quieras, tú dime lo que quieras.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Si Zhongli se ha dado cuenta de algo del otro, es mi ídolo, o sea, ya.
Traveler, does Dragonfall...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall...
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a mine... Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to
Una gran
elemental
batalla,
crystals.
la de siempre.
When the fighting ceased, these
Supongo.
geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun...
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
Zhongli, mi
A conclusion
ídolo,
that
mi
is presently
ídolo,
impossible
mi
to reach.
ídolo,
We must watch. Don't
mi
forget,
ídolo.
rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else,
Es que es
sooner or
tan
later the
inteligente,
tide will reveal the lie of the land.
tan guapo.
We're drawing closer to our goal.
Listo,
I
hijo.
believe we should
Listo.
continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found... When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest...
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be—
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive—
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Vale.
Quit following me.
Chulísimo, largo.
Wow.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. All right then.
Lindo.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see.
¿Cómo se va?
This is—
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past, not—
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and if you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to—
Oh.
When has Paimon ever come up with a— Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You will—
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from— Quick, let's go see. Maybe if—
Ooh. Oops.
Too slow.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel.
¿Vamos a entrar en el árbol? Hostia,
Miners are here.
llevan 6 días ahí.
What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been—
Es el símbolo que lleva Zhongli en la espalda.
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal there's—
Qué chulito es, por Dios.
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Hostia. 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 Vallita, vallita, vallita. Quería probar el sangre, se me viene de puta madre. ¿Puedo ponerme el doble escudo? Por si acaso.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate.
Ah, ¿en serio?
This is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Vale, Zhongli. Bien. Vale.
Barbados,
Candace.
guide us.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
¿Me he partido el escudo de Zhongli?
That is what you
What?
choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth,
Doble escudo,
as
sí.
it ought to be.
Ah, porque se me alejo mucho, ¿no? Ok. ¿Dónde está Almenda? Aquí. Ay. Vale.
Squall and fury. Unsightly insects.
Stars, shine for me. Micah, time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Gather. The wind rises.
Loras! You think you can destroy me?
Joder.
Stabilize.
Vale, vamos a dejarlo hecho. Parece ya, hombre. Ay.
I will have order.
Dios. 30.000. Qué locura.
Wretched vermin.
No me quites al Zhongli, porfa. Que lo quiero. Déjamelo, anda.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Azhdaha.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all.
Eso tiene que ser importante. Esa es la sabiduría de los dioses. Destruyen todo aquello que consideran inservible y designan tiranos para devastar todo su paso.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice.
Azhdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're
Azhdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon Allow me to elaborate. I am not Azhdaha the whole.
Pero Azhdaha no es el que está dentro.
Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Azhdaha you
O sea, esa es la parte mala y el que está afuera es la parte buena de ese.
So there are two Azhdaha?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate. But I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little strong...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Oh, it's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity.
Morax, ¿lo cuentas tú o lo cuento yo?
There would be no harm in it.
You haven't changed. Azhdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax. With a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind, the memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories. Erosion ground Azhdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend Azhdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that...
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why, in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you can't.
No!
I am the remnants of Azhdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor...
No! It is I, Azhdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountain.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than that which you have forgotten. I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... Strange. What is this feeling?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt.
No! That isn't true!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Azhdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going.
Straight down to business as always.
Oh. No entendí muy bien el tema de los dos, o sea, supongo que será o sea, ha dicho algo de que el malo, su parte mala, entre comillas, es él, pero con todos los recuerdos olvidados. Y por eso hay una parte buena y una parte mala de él. Ahora, el cómo desaparece no lo entendí especialmente bien. Pero, plan, me ha gustado, pero el tema de estas dos personas, tipo el sellado y el otro, que era amigo de Zhongli, claro, no lo entendí muy bien. Y el por qué desaparece. Se le acaba. O sea, se le acaba la energía y todo ese rollo, pero no lo entendí especialmente bien, la verdad.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Huh? Young...
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in...
Kunjun, we should be calling you as...
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too...
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmith.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much.
Azhdaha. I am no longer the geo...
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Bueno, común. Tú no eres común, Zhongli, que no te engañes.
Even you met such a fate.
¿Habrá dejado Zhongli de ser el contagio por algo más? ¿Por algún contrato con alguien que no sabemos aún que le impedía X cosas?
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
Cuando yo lea, Liyue deberá prepararse para enfrentarse a ti.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, though...
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than...
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago. And would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done...
That day in the chasm... Did you...
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for it...
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so...
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you.
Hence, my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the old friend... God of contracts.
Thank you, Azhdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only a...
That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago.
In our last
Good so.
tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below,
Ese outfit yo lo necesito.
having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order...
O sea, que fue creado por Zhongli.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
Dime.
1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail, down the length and breadth. During that battle, Dragonfall was born.
O sea,
Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me, despite being the victor. I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens,
no, pero tú no te dejas.
it is time to leave. The
Me
greater
niego.
the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is that I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Qué tía más cansina, tío. Olvida el tema, por favor.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we
Hostia,
met a
hostia.
man called Dane.
Usted sí.
He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person where Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived...
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ash?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you...
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe,
si sigues los pasos de esa persona te espera un camino tortuoso.
Everything has meaning.
Hostia, qué pedazo de legendaria, Dios mío, al top 1, hermano, al top 1. Es que cero dudas, cero dudas.
This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Azhdaha as a terrible dragon. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him...
Qué locura de legendaria. Seguro que hay cosas que yo no he entendido, no he pillado, pero hay muchas cosas que dice, o sea, que de info, que de todo. Y lo del contrato, bueno, también había escuchado, eso lo había mencionado antes, que era alguna teoría que habíamos comentado y tiene toda la pinta. Tiene toda la pinta de que esta gente lo que tienen es un contrato que no pueden, y sobre todo Zhongli, que tiene que seguir los contratos sí o sí, da igual cuál sea. Estoy deseando saber más, estoy deseando hacer la legendaria de Shogun, que me habéis dicho por ahí que se centra en Ei, claramente, y en la historia del personaje, este sí que sí. Entonces nada, muchísimas gracias por llegar hasta aquí, por ver el vídeo. No te olvides de darle like y suscribirte para más legendarias del personaje. Nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Gracias.